Alright, so let's talk about rulers and guides. Right now, the rulers are turned off. They're turned off by default. But let's turn them on. Okay, so all you have to do is go to View, and then you click on Rulers. And you get this ruler. This is a pixel ruler, okay? So to change the units, all you have to do is right click and you can change the units. Right now it's pixels. Let's change to inches. Okay, so here you can see 0, and then it goes up to 7, and then here 0 right there. Okay, so this is 0, and then it goes down to 5, because when we made this new document, we set it to 7 by 5 inches, right? So this is your actual like what you see here is what you'll see printed. So after you print this, if you get a ruler and you measure the actual printed out sheet of paper or whatever, you'll see that it's exactly 7 by 5 inches. Okay. Now with the ruler, you can make guides with it. You can simply click and drag down to create these guides. I personally like to make guides right at 0. Okay, because I mean, I know this is 0. This is the 0, 0 coordinate. 0 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis, right? But sometimes I want to change where the 0 is. Okay? Or sometimes I just want like a visual like line that just makes it clearer for me. So I like to do this, and sometimes I like to put one over here too, and sometimes I like to put one down here as well. You don't have to do this. This is just personal preference. So this is just what I do, and most of you will not have to do this. I just like to know precisely where things land. That's why I draw these lines. Now, if you wanna move where the 0 is, all you have to do is click and drag the corner right here. Okay, and that's gonna determine where the 0 is. So if I want to like drag 0 to like, or I don't know, over here. Okay, watch up here. Watch up here. You'll see that the 0 will change. Now the 0's over here, right? Sometimes you want to do this because when you're making something that's like symmetrical on both sides, you want the 0 to be in the center, perhaps, and then you can see where it's 1 inches this way to the right and 1 inches to the left as well. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So that's one of the reasons why you would want to move where the 0 is. Okay, so for now, let's move back to the corner of the document. These guides, they snap by default. Okay, so if you click on View again, you'll see that snap. It has a check mark right next to it. That means your guides will snap to your shapes as well as important areas in your document. For example, like the halfway point, the midpoint, or the corners. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to turn these groups off. Okay, and then I'm going to put a guide right in the center. Okay, it actually snaps when you drag it to around the center. See how it snaps like that? Okay, so this is the exact middle of the document. Okay, 3.5 inches, because 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. And say I'm making a document that's symmetrical on both sides, then I'll simply drag the corner to where this middle line is, and it snaps like so, okay? So you don't need to worry about it being slightly off center. It'll center itself, okay? And then I'm gonna put the 0 on the top of the document like so, okay? So now the 0 is in the center of the document, and as you can see, it goes 1, 2, 3.5, and then on the other side 1, 2, 3.5. Okay, so this is one of the ways you can use guides as well as the 0 point. Okay, I'm gonna do another one right there. Okay, I dragged a guide all the way down to 2.5. Okay, 2.5 because our document is 5 inches high, and 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Okay, so I'm gonna again drag the 0 point right there. Okay, and now we have our zeros centered in the document. Okay, and now you get quadrants. So this is just an example of a way for you to use guides as well as setting the 0. All right, so let's turn our groups back on. So our shapes are now visible, and with these shapes, because snap is turned on, you can actually move your shapes around and have them snap to these guides. So, okay, if I move it up, see how it's like making these magenta colored horizontal lines? That means it's being aligned to other objects. And if I move it up more, you can see that the center guide is magenta now, and that means it's snapped to the center guide. I'm gonna move this triangle, okay, to like over there. Okay, let's move this one right there. Okay, or you can even line it up to the sides like so. Okay, so our guides help us align our objects. I'm gonna, for example, like put this one like right there. Okay, so here's a guide, and I want this object to align with this. Okay, then it just snaps like so. Okay, yeah, so that's how you use guides and rulers. Hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next lecture.